This video is sponsored by Surfshark. Hey guys, Maven here. Today I am joined by the Maharaja. You know him as Jinder Mahal, former WWE Champion Raj Desi. How are you today, buddy?
I'm good, Maven. You got some cool stuff to talk about?
Today we're going to be going over your infamous Punjabi prison match.
Yes.
You ready for this?
I am. An infamous is a great adjective to describe this match.
Well, Raj, why is this match infamous?
Well, roll it, and I'll show you exactly why.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
It is simply abominable. You take a look at this structure.
So Raj, set the scene. Where are we? What year is it? And also, tell us how the Punjabi prison match works.
So we're in Philadelphia,
Okay.
an infamous city for cage matches.
Yes.
First time ever Punjabi prison match in Philadelphia. This was originally a match designed for the great Khali, who legitimately in Punjab was a police officer.
A friend of yours.
Yes, yeah.
Good friend of yours.
Yeah, like a brother to me. Yeah. Exactly. This is the third time ever they had a Punjabi prison. First time was supposed to be Great Khali and Undertaker. Great Khali couldn't be in the match, and Big Show was the substitute. Second time, Dave Batista and Great Khali. Third time, myself and Randy Orton, and actually there was almost a fourth time.
Really?
It was going to be myself and Roman Reigns in Chicago. So within the inner cage, there's 4 trap doors. And when you signal to a referee to open that door, I believe it stays open for 1 minute.
Okay.
About maybe 30 seconds. If for a small period of time, that door's open and then it shuts. And the overall objective is to escape both cages.
Gotcha.
So that first cage, you can climb it. In case all those 4 doors, you signal and they shut, then you got to climb that first cage. Ideally want to save energy for the second cage, which you have to climb out of. There's no trap doors in the outer cage. You have to climb that one.
Climb over it.
First man to have both feet outside of that bigger cage wins the match.
Let's go. I'm excited to see it.
Also, this outer structure, which will be brought down once Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal are inside.
How long do you think it would take them to put that together? Obviously, it's a main event.
Yeah.
It's going to take them a while to just get this set up.
I think they dropped it from the ceiling.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of times in WWE, the cage matches, elimination chamber, etc., is hanging already
hanging
above. So they just lower it.
There's absolutely not an ounce of give anywhere in this structure, and this structure dwarfs Hell in a Cell.
In between the bars, that's legitimate bamboo.
Really?
Yeah. That inside cage, I heard, is the old school blue cage.
Get out.
Yeah, they just doctored
From
it.
like the 80s?
Yes. And the outside cage is steel, weighs tons. It's a monstrosity. Like very, very difficult logistically to move this.
The WWE Champion Jinder Mahal selecting this very match.
Dude, your physique looks amazing in this. Random question. Would you go outside without your pants on?
No?
Then why would you go on the internet without a virtual private network? And the VPN we recommend here is Surfshark. We all know hackers and private companies, they're trying to access your personal information. That's exactly why you need a VPN. It encrypts your online activity so passwords, addresses, banking info, and much more do not fall into the wrong hands. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, and one account can be used on an unlimited number of devices. Plus, Surfshark is offering a phenomenal deal. By using my link, surfshark.com/Maven, they're offering you not 2, not 3, 4 months of Surfshark for free. From now till January the 1st, Surfshark plans start at $199. $1.99 per month. And like my man here, you don't go out without your pants on. Don't go online without Surfshark.
As he walks in with the weight of 1.3 billion people.
That's an entrance that if we would have tried during my day, they would have laughed in my face. They used to tell me if it took me longer than 30 seconds to get to the ring, I was doing something wrong. But once you're the champion, I mean, you can have a 5 minute.
Yeah, you can take your time.
If the people are with you.
Yeah, and the commentators have time to
Set
put
the
you
tone.
over, set the tone, maybe
Yeah.
tell a little story.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Stories.
Absolutely.
Wrestling's all about stories.
Catch people up. Kyoto.
Yeah, Kiki. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Briz.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. Okay, Briz. Yeah. 35 to go, Briz.
Okay.
Randy Orton seeks his 14th World Championship here tonight.
During the day, we got some rehearsal time in this ring. There's going to be a surprise at the end, a surprise appearance. The gentleman who's making the surprise appearance, he's 7 feet tall. He's hard to hide, but it was going to be a surprise.
Right.
So basically, they cleared out the entire bowl, security guard, everybody out, all the staff, everybody out. They hung giant curtains from the ceiling around the Punjabi prison so we can go in there and rehearse a little, just so nobody films. So it's time for the surprise to come rehearse.
Right, yeah.
And they brought him on like a cart, tried to hide him between two crash pads. I think about like two feet down the ramp. We're like, you know what, screw it.
Yeah.
Just let him walk.
We're not rolling Rey Mysterio to the ring.
Exactly, yeah. Vince was down here for this rehearsal.
One of the things that I talked about with Muhammad Hassan was, Muhammad Hassan was, I was never Vince's baby. Muhammad Hassan was Vince's baby for a while, that whole angle.
Yeah.
I think you were as well. What did that feel like to you?
Earlier in my career, I always avoided Vince. I was always scared of him. You might see him in Gorilla. Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Come back. Sir, was that good? Yeah. Try to get a handshake.
Yeah, exactly.
During this time, I got to work with him closely, build a relationship with him, and he would tell me what he wants out of me. He would write my promos for me, like specific things that he wanted me to say. Vince always wanted me to work holds, pick a body part, holds. That's all he wanted out of me.
Do you know why?
I think, yes, I do know why. It's because he wanted the babyface to do the exciting moves and bring the crowd up. Like he wanted a solid heel, because that's how Vince built this business.
Absolutely.
Heel, babyface. Right now, kind of the lines have been kind of blurred. Heels do dives and etc. Like if I would have done a dive in those days, Vince would have. Luckily, I can't do one.
Yeah.
So
big guys don't do that.
I want to ask you if you ever heard this phrase around your era, that it's a one-man audience. Basically, we're all just wrestling for
one guy. Yeah, for one guy.
Exactly. It's not like that anymore. But at that time,
absolutely,
it was a one-man audience.
But there's nothing better.
Yeah.
Nothing better than going through that curtain and having him. Yeah.
Have you ever got a hug?
Oh yeah, I did.
The official is now calling for the outer structure to be dropped now.
This is such a cool setting. Just because everybody in this arena, they've been excited for this.
But just the two cages, they could not see anything.
It is difficult.
Yeah.
It is difficult.
It was hard getting a reaction from the crowd, as we'll see.
Aesthetically, it looks impressive, but it's not user-friendly.
No.
No turning back for Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton.
I always loved being in the ring with Kyoto as well.
Great referee, yeah.
He
One of the
helps
best,
so much.
Oh, he's the best, yeah.
Yeah.
Kiki was such a great referee. His communication, he wasn't overly pushy, but anytime you needed him, he was always there. Consummate professional. I believe he had like over a 30-year run as a referee.
Absolutely.
When I applied for my green card, he gave me a letter.
Of reference?
Yes, reference letter, yeah.
And again, these 4 doors of the inner structure will be closed. Now Randy Orton, sending Mahal face first into the steel reinforced bamboo.
It's making no noise. I'm hitting the cage pretty hard, and it's not making any noise.
There is something to be said, and I wouldn't have thought about that. That throwing somebody in the cage.
A regular cage match, you hit the cage, and it makes noise, and the crowd feels it.
Mahal, one more attempt here to get out.
So here we go. This door is gonna close. Oh, there. Yeah.
I do like the 60 seconds. I do like that there's a time on it.
Yeah. And it adds an element of danger because that door's going to drop. Your body's there, your arm or your leg is going to drop.
And you say that's the steel.
It's steel, it's heavy, yeah.
So it's going to, if it drops on an arm, it's breaking it.
Basically, I believe they cut the string or the rope that holds that door open. So it slams down.
Wear down your opponent, you have to in this type of structure. Oh, do a ton of damage.
Oh, I love that move.
Yeah. Divorce court.
Great cutoff move.
And this is the type of heel that I was. I would pick a body part, wear you down, target it, work holds, To some people, it's boring.
No.
To some of our more traditional
That's
wrestling fans. Exactly.
That is
exactly.
wrestling.
Yeah. And Randy helped me out so much. Like on live events when I first started working him, he would tell me, "Okay, take your time.
slow down.
Slow down. Slow down."
Yep.
So, and then I did slow down and let the crowd react, digest everything. And I was like,
Absolutely.
oh my God, this is
a
way to work.
Yeah.
Mahal. Whoa, Mahal using his ability and climbing up the inner structure.
How much are you and Orton actually communicating during this match?
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit,
The
yeah.
One thing I think the cage offers with limited visibility is probably, you can talk a little bit.
Yeah, actually, I remember now, I don't know if it's already passed or it's gonna come up. Randy, he like suplexes me kind of into the cage.
Hadn't happened yet.
And you can hear me say, "Do it again."
Yeah, hadn't happened yet.
Because the crowd can't really see what's going on, they're not that loud, which was kind of disappointing at the time. And this match was like universally crapped on, which is never a good feeling. But I didn't know that until I turned on my phone after.
Look at Mahal here. What?
Oh, and a suplex into the wall of the structure.
I think this is where you're gonna hear me say, "Do it again."
Oh, and one more time.
Inflict as much damage on your opponent as you can.
I saw you mouth something.
Yeah, I think that's it. They picked up on it.
It's so like it's such good using and I know that's one of the things. If you have something that's around, you got to use it.
In hindsight, I wish we would have went to the outside cage a little sooner. Because the people could see more. Because then you're just behind one cage.
Right. You got a little chant going.
They might have turned up the mic volume.
Little canned heat going in there.
Little TV magic.
And Randy Orton is indeed calling for the final door, for the fourth door here to be open here by the official.
Man, never let people that don't do this business comment and let it bother you.
Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me. It's just, well, it bothered me because like we gave so much of ourselves to this match.
Yeah.
Like, this was a tough match, Maven. Like, you'll see as we go on, like we put a beating on each other. And
20 seconds for Orton to get to the door.
Randy's shoulders
No!
hurt.
What the hell? No!
so here we go.
Here we go.
So earlier in the night in a pre-tape, I said to you guys, "Stay back. I got this.
I got this tonight."
And here we go.
Now, were they under the ring the whole time?
Not the whole night. So generally, what they
How
do
did they
is-
get them under?
Yeah. So when we're in a commercial break, in this case, it's a pay-per-view. So maybe when there's a video package playing, all the lights in the arena go dark.
Right.
And throughout the night, the ring crew's coming out to change something.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, you can sneak under there without anybody noticing. I've done that a bunch of times. And underneath the ring, it's called a bed. There's a little mat there. And there's a gentleman by the name of Nick Daw who's under there with a monitor. They got water bottles down there. They got Diet Cokes. They got Red Bulls. So you have your bed, you got your monitor, and Nick actually has a headset to the producer.
To the
producer.
the gorilla.
So, yep, exactly. So you know your mark, you're watching, and then also the producers through Nick is telling you, "All right, stand by, get ready, go."
And is Nick under there the whole night?
Nick's under there the whole night. Yeah.
What about if, let's say, there's no spot called the entire night for anyone coming out from under the ring? Is Nick still under there?
Nick's under there the whole night. He's got the best seat in the house. Yeah.
What's the purpose for Nick being under there?
Gimmick place, anything to do with the ring.
Right. What's the longest you've had to stay under the ring to wait for your spot?
So generally, you're not under there too long. You might come 2 segments ahead of time. Maybe the longest I was under there 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty nerve-wracking because the timing has to be so precise.
Right.
And like you're under there, you have really no room. Like you have all this nervous energy. It's like you might be doing a few push-ups under there. Like, all right, this is my turn. No, we still got another segment. Like, all right, next segment, and you're like, oh my God, look at I'm nervous under here. It's dark, and if someone's taking bumps, like it's quite loud under there.
Wow.
One time I was under there, and it was Randy versus Bray Wyatt. It was a match that they had somewhere off-site at like a old abandoned house, and then it trickled back into the arena. Randy and Bray are by the announce table. I'm underneath the ring, and Randy's whacking Bray with chair shots, and I can hear him underneath the ring, and I'm like, oh, and I can hear Bray doing a shoot cell like.
You can always know when someone actually gets hit. Yeah. They do that. They do that almost like giving up on life. That
Yeah, it was just whack.
The single, wait a minute, just 10 seconds.
No, you gotta be
10
kidding me.
seconds. Pulled Mahal out of the gate, and Randy Orton couldn't get there in time.
So if I make it out of this outside
You win.
cage, I win. Yeah. And this was the psychology that these guys,
At this point,
yeah.
what does Randy have to do to get the cage door back open?
If it won't open, he has to climb it.
You're talking about a head start. Jinder just got DDT'd. He's not climbing out of anywhere.
What are they doing with this cage when it's not in use? You don't want to scrap that. You don't want to get rid of it.
Yeah. So WWE has a huge storage space in Stamford. They have all kinds of historic, essentially pieces that have been used on television, everything from the Gookity Gobbler to the Punjabi Prison is in this giant warehouse. I think it's still there. It should be still there. Maybe someday they'll bring it back.
Oh no, what's Randy? Oh my God, and he climbed over to the outer structure.
Batista actually did this, where he jumped cages. And the way the cage is set up, the way the angles are, from the corner of the inside cage, it's not that far from one of the sides of the cage. So Randy,
It's doable.
And this is something that we tried during the day. And again, this is very, very high. I don't like heights.
Something people forget.
Yeah.
You guys are sweaty.
We're
You
sweaty.
might have oil on.
Oh, a lot of oil, yeah.
You're gonna. It's slippery.
It's slippery, yeah. There's a lot of room for.
And if that's steel,
potential.
like you said, that's not a grip
No.
friendly material.
No.
And whatever it takes to remove Mahal from the equation, if you're Randy Orton.
Oh, the man dropped off.
People always think that flooring is soft. It's not.
No, it's not. No. People think the ring is soft.
Yeah, it's wood.
Not. Yeah, it's not.
I've had to educate a lot of people. It's not a trampoline.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a
Exactly,
trampoline.
Yeah. If a normal person was to step in the ring and take a bump,
They
wouldn't. They'd be like, "How do you guys do this?"
I've seen it. And you know what happens? The next day they feel like, oh, I don't know how you do it. I hurt all day.
What?
You have to callous your body.
Yeah, you do.
You have to teach your body that this is just life now.
Jinder Mahal's plan is working.
Yeah, Mahal's confident now.
Luckily, this cage is at least easy to climb. Have you ever climbed the other cage?
The chain link.
The chain link.
It's
It's tough.
And like the chain link, it'll cut. I remember like at the end of my hands were cut up, and it's just from like just reaching in and just like the cage pinching on you.
Yeah.
Orton trying to do anything he can to break the hold, and he does.
I'm shocked that Kevin Dunn didn't figure this out, figure a way to get sound, because Kevin Dunn was say what you want about him, he was very thorough about putting a good television product out.
Sure.
And that a part of the television product is sound.
The two previous Punjabi Prison matches had giants in it. Big Show, Undertaker, then Khali, Batista.
Yeah.
So I don't think they were doing too much running into things.
Right.
It was basically like King Kong versus
Godzilla.
and But me and Randy are more
Moving.
athletic sized.
Right.
And think about the abuse that Randy Orton's taken throughout this match. You can see him still favoring the left arm here.
Earlier in that day, maybe the day before, Samir Singh told me he wants to take a crazy bump from near the top of the cage through the table.
Right.
And I was like, bro, that makes no sense. Where on the inside of the cage, you can't climb over the cage just to get bumped off. It's too weird. I was like, let me try thinking of a way that's natural. As we were out there, I was like, bro, you're small enough to fit through these.
You can doggy door yourself.
You can doggy door, but I'm like, make it look like a little bit of the struggle. Make it look like this bamboo is actually somewhat effective.
Providing some resistance?
Some resistance. Well, it is for me and Randy. We can't go through this,
Absolutely.
but
Randy Orton's got to climb out here essentially with one arm here against Jinder Mahal, trying to climb out.
Here's the thing. They barely caught that. The camera barely
caught it. Yeah.
If they hadn't have caught it,
yeah, yes, exactly.
how did he get out there?
Exactly, yeah. Luckily, they caught it, and that's generally something producers communicate with
Absolutely.
to the truck about.
That's Kevin Dunn. That's
Kevin Dunn's in the truck, but Kevin Dunn doesn't know this is coming. The producer,
Really?
no, we don't talk to Kevin Dunn at all. All the big moments, producers write down.
Right.
They have their clipboard, they have their piece of paper, they're writing down the highlights, like, okay, and then, okay, this is happening. And especially a long match like this, if you ever forget, the refs have a two-way mic.
Oh, yeah.
So Kyoto asked Michael, what spot's coming next? I haven't had to do that very often, but in a long match like that, like this is it's a lot of stuff to remember.
Yeah, we're 30 minutes into this.
We're 30 minutes in already. Yeah, this is a long match. So if at any time we're lost, what big bump is coming up next? Because we don't tell them small stuff.
Right.
It's the main highlights. Boom, boom, boom.
Samir Singh was small enough to get out of the structure, and now he's climbing on the outside here. Oh my God!
What story are you telling with him? Obviously, he doggy-doored through to go out to the other
if
side.
Randy climbs over, he's going to win the match.
So he's meeting him at the top.
Yeah, to say
Gotcha.
get down. For this night, this was probably the biggest bump of the match. It definitely was, because I didn't take a bump like this.
Randy Orton, one more shot here to Samir Singh.
That is a hell of a bump, my God.
It was
My God.
It was Singh Bro's idea. The producers generally they're not going to suggest an idea that is risky.
Gotcha.
Because if he gets hurt, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just not fair to do to someone.
But-
because you have pressure. This guy's a young kid.
He's not going to say no.
He's not-
He
he's
can't
not-
say-
he's not gonna
in
say
his
no,
mind,
yeah.
he can't say no.
Yeah.
He sized it up
Yeah.
perfect. He actually twisted his body.
Yeah, he took it very good. Yep. You want to land on the long way of the table.
And he did that in midair.
Midair, yeah.
It's a hell of a bump.
Yeah, less, like there's more space, so little bit less risk. Because if you take it like a T, maybe your head or something, your neck's gonna go over the top,
Right.
like you get a whiplash or.
When Taker gave me the last ride through the table,
Yeah.
I was, and I don't know why I was worried about it, but I remember, and I wasn't gonna say anything to him, but I was like, God, I hope he moves the monitors.
Yeah.
And he did, of course, it's Taker.
Yeah.
But they don't have.
So iPads.
Okay.
Yeah.
I age myself so much.
Guys, remember, still inside the ring, Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton are rather still inside the structure.
I come up, and when I come up, Randy's gonna say, way too soon.
Really?
Yeah. He was listening to the crowd, and at that point, the crowd was getting louder.
Right.
They were getting louder.
Right.
Maybe a chant was starting or something.
Well, he was going to milk that this is when he was going to win.
Exactly.
In this match, Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton both climbing simultaneously the outer structure.
Yeah, that was when. Because did you see you dying? You stopped?
Man,
You were going up? Watch.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
going up, and then you stop.
I was like, all right, man.
There's a reason. Small things, no one notices.
Yeah. But as soon as he said it, I was like, you're right. Sorry, brother.
I know you say you know this match got shit on.
Yeah.
Was he happy with it? Was he happy?
We were
with the
both happy with it when we came back.
match? Okay.
Yeah, and I don't think he really gives a shit that people don't like it.
No.
There's people that liked it too. They just didn't go on Twitter and fucking
Listen.
say they loved it.
And the people that do that don't get noticed.
Actually, you know what? Some people did like it because in person I've met people who were like Punjabi Prison match. Like maybe not to like a diehard wrestling fan, but to a casual fan.
But to your diehard wrestling fan, they don't like anything with
They don't like
anything gimmicky.
Yeah.
The carnage of this match is all over.
You look at Jinder and Randy, they can barely even move.
The commentators are so important to tell the story.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you have a match, you can actually during the day get with the commentators, and they'll love to.
You would get with them and tell them, would you like smarten them up?
Some matches, yeah.
The one thing I tell people when they go to a live show, nothing better. It's exhilarating. It's electrifying being at a live show.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss the commentary though.
Yeah.
It's so weird being there and not hearing the commentary.
Yeah, the first time I went to a WWE
weird.
live event,
Yeah.
I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
I was like, why don't they just broadcast it over the speaker?
You do wonder that.
These guys are both beat to hell. They're exhausted.
Man, the psychology of Randy's so good. So he sees this kendo stick. It's already broken. He grabs it. He's like, oh, this stick's broken. Oh, it's broken. I better grab a steel chair. Man, that's so smart. I would have just went for the chair. I would have never even thought of that.
No.
Have you ever taken a steel chair in the back, or
Yeah.
you guys just taking
Love
it on the
it.
heads?
I'll take 1,000 of them in the back. I would let you hit me with a steel chair right now in the back. I don't think they hurt.
Okay, for some reason, it kills me.
Really?
It's like someone slapped me in my back so hard.
I mean, I'm not. All right, let me rephrase. It doesn't tickle. I don't do it for fun. But I know there's not going to be lasting effects.
So around maybe after this, me and Randy were on every live event in Last Man Standing matches, and he would give me one big chair shot every match, right in the back.
Right in the back?
And I hated it. I would like wake up and be like, I gotta take a chair shot today.
Really?
So
you that's what you dreaded?
Oh, bro.
Really?
Oh, shot to the gut there. Now a steel chair across the back of Mahal.
Okay, so this one I'm kind of high, so it's not as bad. But when you're laying lower to the ground, there's more room for that chair.
Yeah.
So that's another cheat code. If you can kind of be higher, it's
Cheat
less.
up.
Yeah.
For Randy Orton to retain the WWE Championship.
Okay, here's the big surprise.
Here we go.
The great Khali makes his much anticipated return.
Now okay.
Yeah.
Why is this the great surprise? Where has the big man been? When was the last time he was on television?
At least 5 years.
Wow.
He's been in India enjoying life. When Khali is in India,
It's pandemonium. Really? Like what? Like
let me show you.
wow.
It's pandemonium.
And that's everybody just wanting him.
Yeah, it's Khali's.
Is it like that in the States?
No, for nobody. It's never like this. Because in the States, we have this thing where like, we can't sell that where marks, like, everybody has it. Like, whatever. Like,
I have an Instagram too. That's how we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, in India, it's not like that.
Really?
They're heroes.
They show reverence.
Oh, they show love like nowhere else in the world.
Then they're on to something.
You need to go sometime. Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of fans even from India that love wrestling.
We get comments every week.
Exactly. Tell Nathan
every week
to come to India. You guys are going to show him the respect that he's never felt, never seen anywhere before.
You know the one I get all the time? You're not that big. Oh, I loved you. You kicked the Undertaker out. I loved it. Oh, thank you so much. You're not that big in person.
What I usually tell him is, how big's your TV? It was 60 inches, whatever, 70 inches. Oh, you gotta get a bigger TV.
Yeah.
You gotta get a bigger TV.
That's the creator of the match, the Punjabi Prison. That's the great Khali.
Oh my God.
That's who created this entire structure.
So they call this the Andre shot when they shoot from
up above. Yeah.
A couple times I've gotten the Andre shot. And when the cameraman goes low, I'm like, wow.
It really does. Yo, it really does make it really does show size.
Yeah. As Khali's making this entrance, if you see Randy, you see him.
Blowing.
He's blowing. After I watched it, I was like, yo, why were you blowing your fingers? He's like, because they were slippery. So Khali's shaking the cage.
Right.
And that's what we rehearsed when the curtains were covering the ring. Just that finish. And during the day when we rehearsed it, Randy's hands were dry.
That's when he said they're slippery. He wanted to be able to hold
because I have oil over me.
Yeah.
I have conditioner in my hair. Randy's oiled up, sweat.
Yep.
Yeah, he's blowing on his fingers to
So
make
he can
sure
hold
they're dry.
on.
Yeah. Because that was pretty risky. That was very dangerous. There's no crash pad under us.
And he's inverted. You slip, you fall on your head, it's game over.
Randy had fought 3-on-1 this entire match.
So actually there was another miscue. I believe it was in Gorilla. As we were about to go out, it might have been a note from Vince, but Michael Hayes told me, when Khali has Randy, go like beside him and like get the camera shot where you're smiling like, yes.
This is what I wanted.
Yes. So I did it on the inside of the cage and we killed the shot kind of a little bit, but what he meant was when I'm already over.
I think it works.
Yeah.
Because with you selling it right there, that's you realizing, Randy, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win.
I think it was just the camera angle. If you look at it,
I thought it looked great.
So
look, that's a great shot.
That's a great shot. Yeah, but right now,
that's a shitty shot.
Have you ever been in Gorilla when there's a shitty shot and everyone Vince is losing
Vince goes
his mind?
nuts. He loses his shit.
I think that's what happened.
Okay.
What? There's no get a space.
What the fuck?
Because this is the money.
Yep.
This is the money. Yep. That's not showing.
What did you say earlier? We're wrestling audience.
Yeah,
of one.
Yeah,
audience of one.
Yeah. When me and Randy came back and Great Khali came back, the audience of one wasn't there.
Where was he?
He left.
What?
Yeah. That was like a little bit disrespectful in a way.
It was 100% disrespectful.
Yeah, he
was it? Why? I've
No,
never.
was he upset? Even Randy was like,
Yeah.
was he upset? And Michael, he's like, no, he just left.
I've never heard of that happening.
Sometimes when the show ends, he's out of there.
Bolts. I know he
because
get out
like
there.
he doesn't stay for the celebrate, like because
No,
we're
he don't-
celebrating with the bell.
Yeah, he
Randy
doesn't.
selling.
He doesn't stay for that stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean.
Yeah, we should have said, hey, thank you. Like, yeah.
And Jinder Mahal retains the WWE title.
I retain, still champion, but the best thing ever.
Well, the Singhs are still down here out of
He's like, give me the belt.
15 feet off the cage, and you look up and here comes.
He patted you once, and you immediately.
Yeah. But earlier he was patting my back too. Yeah, he slapped. He patted me on
Right there.
You even sold it. You went shoot. So yeah.
I think you have a lot to be proud of. You put a hell of a match together.
Yeah, 30 minutes
Hey,
maybe.
with a legend, and at no point in the match did you look like you didn't belong in there.
Thank you. I need to hang out with you more often.
Well, Raj, thank you for letting us go back. What are you up to these days?
You can follow me on my social media to see everything that I'm up to. Still wrestling on the independents. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Raj the Maharaja. No spaces, no underscores, nothing.
Raj the Maharaja.
Yeah. Thank you, Maven.
Thank you, brother.